What's up, good people? What's up, good people? It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr. Yes, we are switching it up this week. I know we usually go live on Instagram, but I'm switching it up now to go live on Facebook. And y'all know I'm in the lab today because I had to, it's cold outside, so I'm not walking outside, I'm walking inside. So we keeping it going, we're keeping it flowing, we're keeping it moving, as I do every single week, coming to you on this Monday. It's Monday morning, y'all. It's Monday morning, and it's about to go down this week. We are uh, 5 weeks, or is it 6 weeks? Six, yeah, I believe it's 5 weeks left in 2022. So what we've been doing, we got 5 weeks to get done what we need to get done, what it is that we're working on, what it is that we're doing, how we want to end, how we're going to end 2022 strong. And that's what I want you to do, to end 2022 strong. And the way that we can end 2022 strong is by making sure that we're doing those things, finishing off those things that we need to finish off. If it's a collaboration, if it's a partnership, if it's a deal, if it's a new client, whatever, if it's personal side, if it's exercise, getting that exercising started or going, whatever it is that you are trying to do going into 2023, it starts today. It starts today. So that's what we're here to do. That's what I'm going to talk about. And I came this week, and I just finished this weekend, finished reading the book by Kobe Bryant, The Mamba Mentality. And it was an excellent, excellent book. And I did not like Kobe as a player when he was playing. I thought he was very selfish. I thought he was just kind of narcissistic in his thinking. Didn't like his teammates. It was all about him. All of those things. But I started to listen to, once he retired, I started listening to some of his interviews that he was doing, because he opened up a lot more and he was a little more closed off playing basketball than he was once he finished the game of basketball. And I kind of found out why. And it had to do with his approach to wanting to become one of the greatest NBA players of all times. So I got it. I got it a little more. Oh, came to understand him a little more. And so one of the books that he wrote was The Mamba Mentality. Now, he has a couple of children's books that he's had out since his passing, and that he had worked on before before the accident happened and everything. But The Mamba Mentality chronicled his philosophies. It chronicled his belief system, his days as an NBA player, his regiment, what he kind of the things that he put in place. As I read the book, The Mamba Mentality, it gave me an even greater insight to who he was as a person, and then what drove him. And so I was like, well, wow, how can these principles that he had, which was, he created this Mamba mentality, how can it be incorporated into, our personal lives, but then also our business lives as well. So I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about what I call the Mamba Mentality Principles. And those are just 7 principles that I thought, had to do with, or that I pulled from the book, what I learned, those key principles that I pulled from his book, The Mamba Mentality. So I'm going to talk about these this week. I'm going to talk about being detailed, how the Mamba Mentality is about being detailed. It's about being disciplined. It's about being devoted. It's about being different. It's about how you display yourself, or your demeanor that you have. It's about delivering. You can't have the Mamba mentality without being delivering, because that's what Kobe did. And then dominate. So these are going to be the principles that I talk about this week. When it comes to us as entrepreneurs, when it comes to us just in our average life, and if you want to have success in your life, these are the things that you really and truly want to be able to implement into your life. So today I wanted to talk about details. That was the one thing that I really, really honed in on of how detail oriented Kobe Bryant was. I mean, he not only in the regiment of him, I think getting up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and having the schedule of how he worked out, but also how he studied film, how he studied his opponents, how he studied those that came before him. He was very detail oriented, and he studied, and even to the point of mastery. That's what he took himself. That's how much he studied. Where he wanted to master everything that he did. Understanding his opponent was about mastery. Understanding angles was about mastery. Understanding, the game within the game was mastery. Everything to him was about details and about mastery. And the details gave him the ability to master. So what are the details that you need in order for your business and your brand to be successful? And how are you gathering those details? Are you gathering those details? Are you putting them in those details in such a way so that you can understand them and how they best benefit you, how they best benefit your business, how they best benefit your brand? And what do those details tell you? What do they tell you about you? What do they tell you about your competition? What do they tell you about those that you compete with, or that you're working with, or that you're working for? And what does it tell you about your brand? What do the details tell you? And that was what he was. I mean, he was. I didn't get it until I started to listen to him, and of how masterfully detail oriented he was. Try saying that 5 times together. He was masterfully detail oriented. That's what he was. And those details showed him how to approach what it is that he was trying to do. If there was a particular shot that he needed to work on, he was detail oriented down to the point of all of the mechanics, how you go about shooting, how you go about getting to the spot on the floor to shoot the shot. All of those things he would work on, and he would do it day after day after day after day after day, and work on it and work on it and work on it and work on it. So what are your details? Are you gathering details? Are you a detail-oriented person? And what are the details telling you? What are those details that you're gathering, with that information that you're gathering? What is it telling you about the information that you gathered? What is it telling you how to use the information that you gathered? Because the information that Kobe gathered, especially on his opponents, he would know how to attack them. He would know what their weaknesses were. He would even know how to deal with his teammates, because he studied his teammates. He understood his teammates. So he was a very detail-oriented person. And I promise you, if the people that you'll find that are successful in this life, in business, and in aspects of life, they're very detail oriented. So are you detail? What are the details telling you? How are you going to gather the details? And then what are the details going to tell you? What are the details telling you? And then developing a plan, a system from the details. That's what the Mamba Mentality taught me in reading this book. That's that principle 1. That's the details. Gathering the details. My guest principle, my guest system is gathering that information. You got to gather the information. And he gathered the information so he could understand it. Because once you gather it and you understand it, then you can put a plan together and implement that plan in order to be able to do what it is that you need to do in order to be able to be successful. Y'all know I talk about the exercising and the walking that I do, the exercising that I do, and working with Coach Marcy. Love Coach Marcy and everything that she does with Phoenix Tribe Fitness. She gives you the details. She gives you the details of the details of your body. She gives you the details of the foods you should eat. She gives you the details of the workout that she puts together for you. It's about the details, y'all. Because in the details you get the information that you need in order to be able to do what it is that you do. If you have a partnership, it's about you all gathering the details so that you all can talk about how you all are going to move forward with doing a certain project. So whenever you're working on a project with someone or you're working on a project yourself, you got to gather the details first. Be a successful brand by gathering the details first, looking at the details and what they tell you, and then implementing your strategy for being able to accomplish and to be able to achieve what it is that you want to achieve through those details. So this week, it's all about the details. We're finishing strong. 5 weeks left in 2022, y'all. 5 weeks left in 2022. So how do we do that? How do we finish strong? It's all in the details. It's all about the details. Get detail oriented. Principle 1, the Mamba Mentality Principles. That's detail 1. Tomorrow we'll talk about the second one, which is actually discipline. How disciplined are you? So today, get the details. Get the details. Get the details. Get the details. And look at what the details tell you. It's your boy, Dr. Leroy McKenzie Jr., the Impact Builder. Y'all know what it is. My mission, my purpose is to make you better by the end of the year than you were at the beginning of the year. And the way that we do that is by giving you information, knowledge, and resources that you can use so that you can gather the details and be as successful as you were meant to be in what it is that you're doing. So gather the details. We'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Have a great day.